Hello, it's Friday lunchtime. Before I proceed with today's vlog, I just want to insert a clip from last night, just so you can see what I was doing. This is me last night at 11:15 p.m. Ta-da! The cat puzzle is finished and we're back in the present. So it's Friday lunchtime and I'm feeling quite weekendish already. Izzy's done 2 hours of maths, I've spent the morning doing vlog stuff and a bit of admin and a phone call to my mum as well, which was really nice. We're going to go to the park again today, but not like we did yesterday because this time IB is gonna meet us. So I'm pretty excited for that. I dare say Isabel will end up getting another ice cream. She's making up for lost time. We're having an apocalypse cupboard sort of lunch actually. This, believe it or not, is 2 packets of that. Is it Bachelor's instant pasta meal? It comes in a packet, you know, dried stuff. Because that's the sort of thing that I had stocked up on just in case, you know, we couldn't get out of the house to go to the shops because of the pandemic. I literally bought them, January or something like that. I'd been watching all the news reports from China and that. I was like, just get some super noodles in and things like that. So I have got a few still to eat because that's not the sort of thing I would normally eat. It's just like emergency apocalypse food. So I'm starting to work my way through the apocalypse food and also tins of tuna. So I've got some tinned tuna in these little side salads that I have lovingly prepared. I reckoned tinned fish was quite a good apocalypse food to have because it's long lasting as long as it's not opened. You can probably keep it for years, I imagine. It's calorific and it's very nutritious. So I did have quite a bit of that, and I also bought peanut butter, but I actually don't like peanut butter very much unless it's in Reese's Pieces. So we haven't even touched the peanut butter, but I'm thinking I might make some peanut butter cookies because they sound nice, and I saw a recipe for one. Izzy and I are watching a very interesting documentary on the BBC iPlayer about the Tudor home while we're eating our lunch. We've just got it on pause a minute, but we're watching a section of this documentary that's talking about the teeth of human beings before sugar was introduced into the country and after, and they've been comparing some skulls from different eras, and it's incredible.
Apparently Saxons had great teeth because they didn't have any sugar in their diet. That is some knowledge from my brain.
The methods people in the Tudor period used to clean their teeth didn't really help. In fact, they unwittingly made things worse.
It's about 1:30 now. I'm going to make myself a quick coffee and we're going to sit down and do biology, which is on DNA at the moment. That programme that we were just watching is called The Tudor Home, and it's available on the BBC iPlayer within the UK at the moment. And it's a really, really good one because although it's history, it is going into a lot of depth about the sort of more scientific aspects of various problems that they had to deal with in those times, from tooth decay to the incidents of drowning, and how they were demonstrating, weren't they? There was a lady in Tudor period dress and she'd just waded into a stream just to feel what it was like, and so they were talking about the science of drowning and the shock of the cold, the involuntary gasp, and also the problem of the wool absorbing the water. And it was actually 1.5 times its weight by the time she got out once it was all waterlogged, but it was sort of looking at the absorbency of wool. So not only is it reporting facts, but it's actually investigating the little bits of science behind it. So it's actually very sort of cross-curricular educational documentary to watch. We've watched some of the video and she's come to the exam, what's it called? Practice exam style questions bit. So she's going to work on that independently there, and I'm going to be there doing the washing up, which needs doing. Well, protein synthesis, as it turns out, was quite a lot to take in one sitting. We are definitely going to have to watch those videos again and maybe find some alternative versions as well, and do some more reading and really break it down into tiny bits to take it in. That was one of the harder subjects in biology, I would say, that we've done. You may hear that the water is running. This is because Isabel's randomly having a bath. That's 2:45. She's just admitted to me that she's left it a bit too long since the last bath and doesn't want to go out to the park without having had one. So she reckons she can get bathed and dressed and ready to start in 20 minutes for our history. I'm not so sure. I didn't get that washing up done, but I put things into soak, so I'll have a crack now. But first of all, I've got to put this darks wash on. When Izzy was running the bath now, I realised there was a pair of my jeans soaking in there. Now that sounds a lot worse than it was. What really happened was, I was here yesterday cooking our din-dins after I finished vlogging, stirring that tomatoey sauce, and what should happen but a big splat of it came out and went on my trousers, and it was really hot. And I've never done that in all my life. I don't know where it came from. I wasn't stirring vigorously, but I took the trousers off and put them in the bath and soaked them because it was a very dark red stain and I didn't want my trousers to stain. So I think I better put a wash on now. There's not even that much to wash. There's only that much, but I think I just need to get it sorted. I'll put it on my 28-minute cycle. I have a feeling this camera is not long for this world. I seriously think I need to start either lining up a replacement or looking up a camera shop to send it to get it repaired. It's getting worn out basically. The bit where the tripod screws in is hanging on with gaffer tape and it's wobbly at the moment. And just as I've almost finished, apart from that frying pan, she's done in the bath. Oh, look at this. I don't know, you kind of look Egyptian somehow.
Thanks.
Eye makeup, I think. Yes.
I didn't have enough time to do a proper one.
To be fair, you were much quicker than I thought. Yeah.
I shaved as well.
Ooh! I wasn't expecting her to be ready so soon. I've just put the kettle on. I'm going to have another hot drink because I'm addicted to hot drinks throughout the whole day. And I've popped that into soak while I read some history to her. I'm just going to have an instant decaf coffee with some soya milk. Nothing fancy at this time of the afternoon. I do my real coffee in the morning. Isabel's just grabbing her prescription iron supplement. And I'm going to take a vitamin D tablet as well.
Yeah.
A chewy children's one.
They're yummy.
One of those, because she's not going out in the sun every day. These are quite a low dose, so you've obviously got to be careful not to OD with vitamin D, because it is fat soluble.
What's fat soluble?
It means it's stored in the adipose cells, the fat cells. And you probably know what an adipose is, don't you?
So it can get you chubby?
No. That's just where it's stored.
Okay.
It can build up and up to toxic levels apparently, unlike the water-soluble vitamins, which apparently you can just pee them out if you have too many, but you can't do it with fat-soluble ones. It's now about 10 to 4. We've just abruptly and prematurely finished history for the day. IB has messaged and he's going to be 15 minutes late, so he's going to have to meet us at the park instead of here, so we're going to just have to leave shortly to get there. He was coming here and we were going to walk together, but because we're going to get an ice cream for Izzy from the hatch, it needs to still be open when we go there. We are on our way to meet IB in the park, and it's actually nice weather. We don't have raincoats or umbrellas, so wish us luck. Hello, Goosey. We're waiting for IB. Hello.
I'm trying to take a picture.
It's rooting around.
He's in the water.
Oh, there he is.
You want to get his head like right up. Take a good one.
Oh, he's having a bit of a flap.
It's a nice spot, isn't it?
Oh, look, there's another squirrel in a tree eating something. God, it's windy. Oh, look at those cute little jaws munching away.
There's more greenery here.
I know, there's a whole field. Oh, somebody's lost their soul. We've had a lovely hour and a half or so with IB, who is camera shy. And we've had ice cream, and he's had a hot dog. And we're just heading back to his car. Obviously me and Izzy can't get in the car, but we're going to walk on home then. Oh, look at this cute baby bird. He's just so unassuming and so vulnerable. Hello. Hello, little chap or lady. I thought it didn't have a beak then, but It does. Oh. Izzy's taking photographs.
I've taken so many photographs because there's so many cute little animals.
Can you see it? It's just by there. Just sitting there. Oh, I hope it doesn't get preyed on. Oh my goodness, I am so bursting for a wee. This is the problem with toilets not being open. I didn't actually check if they were open in the park. I should have looked. I just assumed they weren't. Well, hello, it's 6:20 and we've just got back in. I'm bending down a bit because I'm too lazy to get the tripod back on this camera before starting editing. Izzy's volunteered to cook dinner tonight. So I'm pretty happy about that. I think we're getting oven food, but I don't care. She can cook whatever she likes. I'm just absolutely delighted not to have to cook this evening, so that's absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the video, please give it a like because it helps me tremendously to grow the channel and push those videos out there to a wider audience. If you're new to this channel and you'd like to follow more of our story, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It's down there somewhere. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!